It's a baseball bat. It's a Louisville Slugger. I'll try to walk with it because I want to tell you guys a story. I can't pay my bills first off. Everything's locked down. The phone company won't let me make any phone calls to my bank. They won't let me pay my bills or nothing. So I can't pay my bills today. I can't. I can't get access to my bank account. And they tell me I have to call someone to go down there. I'll be like, I can't even make a phone call. I can't even fucking make a phone call because they suspended my account. So how do I do that? She didn't have any answers. None. So this is now my new makeshift cane, a Louisville Slugger bat. Just in time for the cops to come over and say, he was holding a bat. That's why we shot him to death. Remember that, kids. Remember. The only reason why I have this bat is because I need it for support. I don't have a cane. Because I can't fucking walk. Look, I'm going to have to walk for you guys so you know that I'm using it. Yeah. It's a lot easier to do it this way. Huh? Yeah. Look at James, the fucking crippled at 50 years old because some fucking bitch named Kendra Smith, who is not even a fucking nurse, gave me a lethal injection, HIV AIDS medication with her husband, who's a cop, a black cop, Sheriff Matthew Smith, who's friends with Roger Sullivan. I'm sure they came up with this idea. Great job, boys. Great job. I hope the FBI catches wind of this. So, yeah, great job. Talk about a real cop right here. You're looking at him. I'm the real cop. I bust criminals like dirty cops all over the fucking internet. All over the fucking internet, dude. You're worldwide as a dirty fucking villain in my story, dog. Yeah, you, Roger Sullivan. You did this to me, didn't you? And you got that fucking. Don't worry. I got a story to tell y'all. Look at me. Walk. The fucking cripple. That's all right. I'm going to meet the fucking Mexican football team out there. Hopefully they won't, get angry at me because of some fucking weird ass dirty cop. I'll tell them I'll give them your job. I'll give them your job, Roger. They do a good job. I'll give them your job. These Mexican football team players, they'd love to be head honcho of this town with law enforcement. I'm sure they would. Yeah, you wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't do it if I were you. They're probably better than you. They probably know better. They probably know better than you because they don't do dirty work for dirty people like that. Like you think. Because you're worth more than me. They'd rather be Salina Police Department. Yeah, I give them the Salina Police Department. You hear me that? Yeah, I give all the fucking Mexican football team. I'd let them have the Salina Police Department. They'll run this town, and I'll pay them fat stacks to do a good job. Unlike you guys. All right, beautiful Kansas sky, my friends. Let me tell you a story about racism when I was a kid. When I was living in Finleyville, Pennsylvania, we lived next door to this this black and white family, this mixed black and white family. The mother was black and the husband was white, but they were military. Kind of like Kendra Smith and Matthew Smith. He's black, he's a cop, and she is posing as a nurse who administered HIV/AIDS lethal injection medication in my legs. We all seen it a million fucking times, how fucked up my legs are. So anyways, when I was a kid, they had this daughter, and she accused me of calling her an Oreo. Yeah, but I called her minced meat. I didn't even know what an Oreo really was at that time. All the dudes were calling her an Oreo. Yeah, but I didn't know. My parents never told me what an Oreo was. And they had to explain to me a mixed race black and white person. Or someone that's like white on the inside and black on the outside. Yeah. So she accused me of calling her an Oreo. So her big old fat black mama comes over to my parents' house and screams and hollers at us about being racist and mixed race and all this shit, and we should know better not to call her racist stuff because we're mixed race, like your fucking kids, Matthew Smith and Kendra Smith, like your kids. I never called her an Oreo. All the other boys did. I called her minced meat. I didn't even know. I thought minced meat was just like a cute word for her. That's all. I didn't say, hey, you're an Oreo. I didn't really know what that meant. Yeah. But all the other white boys were calling her a fucking Oreo. They had to explain to me what an Oreo was because I didn't fucking know. Yeah. That's how white boys work, buddy. They'll call you a fucking Oreo behind your back. Beautiful Kansas sky. So yeah, I guess you did the bad work, right? The dirty work, dude. Since you're black, black folks always have to do dirty work for white folks, right? Right? Black folks do dirty work for white folks, and if the black folks won't do it, they'll try to find someone else. Like, I don't know, who? Who's the next in line, right? Because white people can't get their hands dirty, right? They don't want blood on their hands, but they always have it. They always have that blood on their hands. Yeah. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. You wouldn't pay out anyone. That was white. That wasn't white, the kind of money. You pay white dudes to do nothing but sit there and look at my dick on camera when I'm jacking. Yeah, I bet he gets paid buku dollars to see how hung I am every day. Beautiful Kansas morning, right? Nothing like being a crooked fucking cop. A white fucker that's crooked. I totally give the Mexican football team the Salina Police Department. They'd be in charge of this town when it comes to law enforcement. They seem to do a good job. A real good job. A clean job. Yeah, I'd pay them, I don't know, fucking $100K each. Yeah, I bet they would like that annually. Maybe even go off commission. Huh? Is that what you want? I might give them an incentive for doing like community good stuff. Like feeding people. I don't know, something fun, helping the disabled. Yeah, you get an extra, like $50 this month, buddy, for that. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. You might get 100 next month. Don't worry, the community likes the Mexican football team better. They're nice guys. They do good work for everyone. They don't end up in jail every 5 seconds for just mouthing off about how much in pain they are, and they need to go to the fucking hospital. They're not seen as a menace to society because of that. Yeah, the Mexican football team. Yeah, they'd be good criminal justice kind of people, law enforcement, taking care of business, like a boss, not like an Oreo. Yeah, I feel more comfortable around them than I do a bunch of weird-ass white people. Whose greatest, like, fucking, I don't know, hero is fucking Ted Bundy, Herb Baumeister, Ed Gein, Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, those are their fucking star heroes. John Wayne Gacy now. John Wayne Gacy, head of the... I wonder how many people John Wayne Gacy has done this to. I thought it was a smart idea. You know, the guy head honcho in charge of law enforcement? Yeah, John Wayne Gacy now. We'll call him John Wayne Gacy. That's his AKA. I bet he does this shit on the reg and thinks it's okay. Yeah. Because he's, you know, John Wayne Gacy and he has a silver badge. That's all shiny and he's a shoo-in each year to do, I don't know, criminal shit. Here comes Stephanie Burton. Got her. Got her. Oh man. That one, Stephanie. Shit. What do we have here? He likes to come every time I'm outside, too. I don't know what he wants. Does he like looking at my dick on surveillance? Probably. I bet these, like, Mexican football team players are bigger and better. If you know what I mean. They got a nice big old whip on them. Yeah, a nice big old whip. If you ever met a Mexican before. And they smell good. Most of them. They smell good. They know how to keep clean. Yeah, I don't believe in that dirty Mexican thing. I believe in dirty cops, but I don't believe in dirty Mexicans. Because I've yet to find a Mexican full of smegma on his cock. Like I said, they do a good job. Not you dirty white cops. I'd hire them in a fucking minute. I would. I would hire their asses in a minute to take over law enforcement in Salina, Kansas. And pay them fat stacks. Because they do a good job. A clean job. Not a dirty job. Always remember that. I'd pay them all 250K each. Maybe $1 million. Maybe even give them the whole fucking control of this town. That's what I would do. I give them control of this whole fucking town because they know what to do. Yeah, they don't do lethal injections anonymously until they fucking get busted. They go do roofs, clean it up, make it look nice. Yeah. They do real work, not shit work. They're not a bunch of fucking white boys deciding that, oh, let's play this game of cat and mouse and criminal and cop and criminal. No. They work their asses off to do good work. Good, wholesome people. Something you need to learn about. You want to be an Oreo, bud? Yeah. You love being an Oreo, don't you? Makes you feel powerful. Yeah, Oreo. Just like that girl's mama. When she came over to my fucking house and started screaming at me and my mom about me being racist when all the white boys were calling her a fucking Oreo. A zebra. Yeah. And I called her mincemeat. You know what mincemeat is? It's not a racist term. They used to use it in Victorian thing for little small fries like kids. Yeah. That's what they call them. Mincemeat, little kid. Yeah. Don't worry. They're calling your kids Oreo. All your fucking dirty cop friends. Mind you, I have to use a cane now as a makeshift cane, or a baseball bat as a makeshift cane. Because of what your wife did, bud. Matthew Smith, your wife, Kendra Smith. She left me like this, with HIV, AIDS, lethal injection medication. You gonna go over to whoever told you to do that and say, guess what? I'm pissed off, dude. Here's my wife. Why'd you call my kid an Oreo? Don't worry. I'm a fucking mixed race kid too. Her mama was pissed because I was mixed race. She's like, how dare you? You're Asian and you're white. How dare you call my daughter an Oreo? And I never called her that. I didn't even defend myself to her. I sat there and took it like a man. And my mom sat there disappointed in me because they never told me that shit. My parents had never said that shit to me. Never explained it to me. But those white boys understood what it meant, even when I had to ask their asses. You remember Mr. Matthew Smith, black, dirty cop, who's dating a white woman? Yeah. Yeah. Remember, they ain't gonna sit there and take it when your wife goes to their house and bitches them out about calling you guys an Oreo. Yeah. They're not gonna take it. Like a man. They're not. Remember that. I didn't call her an Oreo. I called her mincemeat. Because I knew Oreo was too bad. Mincemeat was like small fry back in Victorian times. Yeah. Anyways. Look at my makeshift cane your wife made me use. Now you can come over and fucking shoot my ass and say I was using a weapon. Because she fucking debilitated me. Yeah, she debilitated me, made me a fucking cripple, dude. Oh yeah, and I can't get into my bank account to pay my bills. I can't call anyone. Because I don't have service. My service has been suspended. On my cell phone. Because I can't pay my bills. I can't contact anyone. Alright. You have a good day, sir. Yeah. Protect and serve. the wrong people. Oreo.